it's snowing, but right now it looks like the pearly gates just opened up behind me. I'm not dead. I don't think. I might die because it's cold. But look at that snow. Look at it. It's beautiful. But right now that Winter Wonderland is a little bit too wonderlandy and wintry for me. So it's a good day to stay inside and stay warm and do a drawing, and maybe I'll go outside later. Obviously, we're going to do the next two special runs, and it is the Mayor in full set. These are the first two special runs that I'm like, come home with me. But they're super, super cute, and they're Appaloosas, because, like, who can't say no to that? Every year, I absolutely love drawing the Mayor in full set, because I can make them extra cute. I love, because, like, foals, especially because they can just be a little rotten sometimes. So sometimes I can depict that, but for this guy, I'm gonna make him a little extra sweet today. These two cuties are themed after Sweden and Denmark's oldest towns each. Sweden's oldest town, Birka, is after the mayor, and I really hope that I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I'm really sorry, but it says roll R's. I can't roll my R's like that. I can't do that. Can't do that Dustin Henderson thing when I'm talking. And then Ribe is themed after the oldest town in Denmark. But overall, super, super excited, these two. Can't wait to get started, so let's get it. Do you like the snow? Hello everyone, and welcome back, or welcome to Morgan Mayer Studios and the continuation of drawing all of the BREYERFEST special runs for BREYERFEST 2026. Like I said in the intro to this video, we are doing Birka and Ribe, the Mayor in full set for this year. They are both Appaloosas, so I'm going to draw them as the original models, of course, the Chestnut Mare and the Palomino full, but I'm also going to put my own little creative twist on it, sprinkle it and season it with a little bit of realism, and then put a little bit more seasoning, maybe a little bit of added sugars of some personality. As always, we're going to start out with a light sketch, mapping out the basic anatomy to match the models, and also making sure that I match a real horse too. I always pull up a reference image of a real horse to get the kind of pose I want. For the pose that these two are in, I wanted the baby kind of sitting underneath the mama's head and kind of underneath her neck, and she's like curling her neck, like kind of when your horse like comes up to you. At least Reggie does this with me. He'll come up and he'll like give me a little pony hug, and then he'll try to like eat my hood or something, or eat my drawstrings, but that's besides the matter. I really hope you guys enjoyed this process today, and I think that y'all are in for a real treat with these two. Now that my sketch is all lightened up and completed, now I'm going to start with just some details. I always start with the muzzle. I'm going to get the nostrils in, get some creases of the snoot in, make the nose look extra kissable. But my plan for this is I'm going to do most or all of the mare, and then I'm going to do the foal. Birka is a lovely, rich, extra scrumptious chestnut color, so I'm going to apply pressure with my pencil for the rest of her face, somewhere between the pressure I would do for a bay and then the pressure I would do for like kind of a gray type, like the gray I did for Thingfullier in the last video. Once I have most of my base shading in, I'll go back in with my multiple eraser, my Q-tip, lighten, blend, do whatever I need to do to get the right muscles and bones, everything looking how I want it to look. Make it extra juicy, makes the shading extra delicious, extra scrumptious. Next, I'm going to start in on the eyes. I showed a little bit of the eye that would be on her off side, just by filling in the tear duct and then kind of filling it in black with just like the most faint detail of a pupil. But for the eye that's on her show side here, I'm going to have her kind of looking down at her baby. To do her rich brown eyes, I'm going to start with the pupil. I'm going to fill it in light, and then around the edge of the iris, I'm going to do darker and fill it in towards the pupil. And now please enjoy while I finish shading the rest of the chestnut parts of Birka. Now that Birka is shaded in and all her details are in except for her Appaloosa coat, I'm now going to start on her baby. Like his mom, Ribe is going to have a dark grayish nose, but unlike his mom, he is a palomino, so I'm just going to shade that in nice and light, much lighter than his mom. Okay, now it's time for the fun part, the Appaloosa coat. This is the part where I add my own little twist and seasoning of realism to the original models. My go-to way of sketching Appaloosa coats is starting around the edges. I start with the mapping, and I refine some of the crisp white edges that you see in the model, except I make them a little bit soft at the same time. I will do that around all edges of the white markings. I will even add some lighter spots of mapping inside. But what I also decided to do for Ribe is I decided to make her spots on her coat a little bit darker. As I was looking through references, I actually stumbled upon Chocolatey. He is a Breyer model himself, but his real horse, also a chestnut, had some of those dark spots that I'm trying to do here. He also had those little freckles that are the same color as the spots in his Appaloosa blanket all over his body, so I decided to give Birka some of those. Ribe has an Appaloosa blanket just like his mom. But unlike his mom, I'm not going to do those little dark spots on the blanket or those little freckles. But the same process with doing the mapping to make the white markings crisp but soft at the same time still stands. My last step before doing the mane is doing the detail of the fur. And just like that, these two are done. Oh my gosh, they turned out so cool. Their blankets turned out super realistic and super awesome. I hope you guys are just as happy with these two as I am. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye!